Next on Be More to Do More podcast. Feeling stuck in your life, your career, or even your business? Well, today we're going to talk about these things and how to move on to that next level by doing this one thing: observing your thoughts. So come and join us on this episode as we elevate and begin the journey of becoming the person that we envision by observing our thoughts. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. When the last time you told somebody keep their head up cause you concerned about them? Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing love, don't tolerate hate around it. Sticking to keeping it real, we never keep up with the scope. Wanna be more than do more than most. Wanna be more than do more than most.
This episode is brought to you by Lucilla's Cleaning Service, where your cleanliness is our business. Now, this company specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. So if you want a free quote, be sure to reach out to their website at www.lucillascleaningservice.com.
What's happening, people? Welcome back to Be More to Do More podcast, where we help you to become the person you need to become to do the things you're called to do. Tone in the building, checking in. And my boy,
Henry Allen Harden.
the what?
Third.
Don't forget the
Three.
You already know how we do it, man. We back in this thing on a Tuesday morning, man. How are you, sir?
I am great.
Got your cup of coffee ready?
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I know.
I used to sell it, though.
Yeah. Don't get high if you're on supply.
That's what they say, you know. 10 crack commandments, 10 coffee commandments, you know. What you got for us today,
I can
man?
sell coffee, man, at all, bro. I'll be gone. Man, hey, check this out. So we had a photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
Recently, man. So I hate shopping, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I do shop, I know what I'm going to get. I already have a look together.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk in, can I say Macy's? I walk in Macy's. Can I say that?
Department store.
Department store. So I walk in the department store, right? And I'm just like, I'm focused.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I want. I know what I want to wear, you know. And I'm going in the door. I love the way Macy's smell, by the way.
The department store, yeah.
Yeah, it smells so, their branding is on point. Anyway, it just smells so nice when you walk in. But anyway, I walk in, knowing what I want, you know, go straight through the men's section and, you know what? I'm not. I hate to cut you off, but you know it's very underrated.
What's that? Is I think as a store you gotta appeal to the five senses.
You do.
Like you have to appeal to the five senses.
Macy's smell. The department store smells so good.
Yeah, like
Man.
You gotta have like a sense of smell, touch, sight. Like what is it? And this is actually part of I go through this with like entrepreneurs that you know I'm helping to get to 6 figures and beyond, like or really double their profits. Like when people walk into your establishment, like do they drive up? Do they see trash on the ground? Right. Like visually, does it look good?
It's a whole.
What do they smell? Like we talked about, right? Like it matters, right?
It's a whole experience.
Yeah. Do you have any peppermint? Right. Like I recently just installed peppermints at each of my locations. Like, can people taste? Like they associate your brand with the taste, right? You know, like you have to be able to appeal to all the five. That
it creates the experience.
Yes.
Even like the structure of the walls and
all that.
When you go into men's, it's all like her, but then they got a section where you go right into the women and it just turns to You know, it's crazy, man. But anyway,
all right, go ahead.
But anyway, so I walk in the department store, man. I'm just focused, and the guy works there. I want to say he's from India. You know, he seems like he was really cool. Mm-hmm. And he looked at me. He was like, "How are you?" And I'm doing great. He said, "Okay." So I just kept walking. So I'm looking around, you know, because I know what I want. But then this other guy came in, right? Mm-hmm. And he was, what's the appropriate term for this? White guy? Can I say white guy?
Okay. Caucasian male.
Caucasian male walk in, you know, tall, you know, just looking around. And he goes to the guy who works there, goes to the Caucasian guy, say, "Sir, can I help you? How can I help you?" And then the guy, "Yeah, I'm looking for," you're like, "Okay, well, let me help you find it." So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I just get a, "Hey, how you doing?"
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I was walking around like, and I'm feeling the way, real talk. I'm feeling the way.
I dare you.
This is racist, bro. That's how
I ain't gonna buy nothing.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't look like I got money. Well, I was a little rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mm-hmm. I was a little rough looking, man, because I hate shopping, so I didn't put much effort into my looks or whatever. But anyway, I was just feeling away, man. So I'm walking around, and I'm like, bro, I ain't even gonna go check out his registry because I'm gonna have an attitude, and I'm just tripping. But I couldn't find what I was looking for, so I walked into the mall part, right? Mm-hmm. And it hit me. He was like, definite of purpose. Let me tell you what that means. He said, well, I'm saying he, but I feel like the Lord was talking to me, man. God was talking to me, man. He was like, maybe it's just that you look like you knew what you wanted when you walked in the store. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother podcast, definite of purpose. He probably sensed that you knew what you wanted. And, you just walk with a definite of purpose. So, therefore, he didn't ask you. But the other guy was just kind of wandering around, And I thought, like, dang, I need to change my mindset, bro. Because first reaction was like, he racist.
Yeah.
So,
but it's probably been your default response.
That was my default response.
The last 30 plus years, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like how many default responses do we have?
Yeah.
Especially in leadership. Like how do we respond to people when they maybe ask or something? It's just like it's just like first-hand response. It's weird, but I realized then that I need to be more aware of my thoughts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if I'm leading in a way. I need to be, especially if I'm out in public, because who knows who's watching me. Yeah. Had not just turned up on, boy. Yeah. It just would have been it would have been good at all. So, I've been really focusing in on my thoughts, just being aware. I think we talked about this when I took therapy, aware of my thoughts and my feelings and how I have internal relationships. So those have been the key things that I've been focusing on, because I understand something, that our thoughts creates emotions, and emotions creates response, and response. I've been reading this book, by Joe Dispenza. It's called Breaking the Habit of You, and it just goes into. Can I read something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. It just goes into. It's called the cycle of thinking and feeling. I'm not gonna read all the big words, but I don't want y'all to see how
He said I'm not gonna read all the big words.
It says, as you think certain thoughts, the brain produces chemicals that causes you to feel exactly the way you were thinking. Once you feel the way you think, you begin to think the way you feel. This continuous cycle creates a feedback loop called a state of being. At Be More to Do More, we're here to change your being. Yeah. You know what I mean? First response was, so it goes back to where did I get that response, or where did I get that initial thought? Who have I witnessed those reactions from that caused me to trigger? You know what I mean?
Right.
Those type of things. So it just caused me to think about how many of us leaders actually react and not necessarily aware of what we think and what we feel.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? I mean, I think the people that are not on that journey to
be more to do more.
Yeah, that's every person. Bars. Most people, here's the reality. Most people begin with the result in mind.
Right.
And what I mean by that is like they're looking at what's actually in front of them. So for example, in your example, it would be this guy didn't help me, but he helped this other person.
Yeah.
What's in front of me is race. You must be racist.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Right.
But when you were able to do some reflection, you realize, oh no, you were more aware of how your demeanor was.
My demeanor,
was
myself.
Intentional. You were going straight to the men's section. You knew where you were going. You was
right.
So it's let me get out of his way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak to him, right? So I'm here for him,
right?
But I'm not gonna slow him down.
Right. See, that's why the Bible say, look not at the things that are seen, but the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporal. For the things that are unseen are eternal.
Yeah.
Like, we make so many assumptions about people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, either in leadership or even our leaders. We make so many assumptions about people, and those assumptions, which are thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
causes us to respond a certain way, not leaving room for grace, mercy, and all that. I think, man, like, if we are more open to have dialogue with one another,
Yeah.
like open communication, and what I mean by communication, it's not just talking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
just being completely open to what a person is saying and trying to understand their perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when we do that, it's easy to grow as people. And I think that How to Win Friends and Influence People, it talks about listening, and it's the best way to influence somebody. You know, I was watching this, me and my wife watching this show, Ultimatum, right?
Ultimatum.
And this guy, we probably off topic, but I don't care. This guy's telling this girl, you know, his background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's just rambling. He's going in. He's, you know, I'm
unaware.
Yeah. And then the girl only said maybe 2 or 3 words.
Mm.
And then in the interview part, he was like, "Yo, that conversation was so dope. I believe we have a strong connection." You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, well, she mostly listened. You know what I mean? So I think that we have genuine conversations with one another and just really listen.
Yeah.
To a person's total being, then it would add to our thought process, our perspectives, you know, which would enable growth and give us the ability to communicate and lead other people. You know, this would add to our legacy leadership, you know, so I believe that we just have to be much aware of our thoughts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah, and I think that's where it starts at, right? Is, and I guess that's what we'll talk about, right? Being aware, because there's 2 types of minds.
Right.
There's the conscious mind, which is everything that's kind of coming to you, right? Just you're able to react to all those things, right? But then there's a subconscious mind. And that's the part where, as a leader, you have to kind of start to really change in order to change your entire world. And that's what today we're going to be talking about, changing people's world today.
Changing your world.
Yeah. So I think the first thing that you have to do is you got to keep the main thing the main thing.
What you mean by that?
So whatever your definite purpose is, that has to be your main thing. Because even, again, in your situation, right, your story, the main thing was finding clothes for this photo shoot.
Right. Right.
So sometimes you get so distracted on oh man, okay, so story time.
Wait, hold on.
Story time.
All right, there we go.
So one of the biggest challenges in the industry that I'm in, professionally or career wise, is meeting the demands of a customer. Right. And what happens though is sometimes we like and I look at it like medically, right? Like if you have a disease, right, but you have symptoms of a disease,
right.
So sometimes people treat the symptoms instead of actually treating the root of the problem, which is the disease. Right. So you can treat a cough all day long. Right. You can treat a sneeze or whatever it is, but until you go in and really break down or get something that's going to break down the actual, I don't know, like bacteria that you have. Right.
Or you could just probably be at home sleeping by the fan.
Yeah,
and you don't know why.
Exactly, right. And so sometimes we come up with all these other things that get in the way of the main thing is
buying clothes.
Is it's buying clothes, but you about to goddamn on throw you know what I'm saying, like I ain't gonna say you're gonna snap on them, but like that's how people react. So if you were that type of person, like you will snap on this person because they gave this person the main thing is I need help getting my clothes. Forget forget how you feel about me, or forget how you. I'm not focused on that.
Right.
I'm keeping the main thing, and hey, now I need you to help me the way you helped that white man.
Right. I can't say forget how you feel.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't say that.
I ain't gonna say forget, but like, don't let it get in the way.
Right. Don't let it get
of the main thing.
Right.
It's finding the clothes.
I think for me, I had to assess because if I had to go to do, because he didn't check me out. Well, no, he did help me. So at the end of the day, I had to go to him because I was trying to return some stuff too.
Right.
But I didn't want to go to him with like this thing attitude. You know what I mean? Like not saying nothing. You know what I mean? I had to. So with me, I assess myself first.
Right.
I'm not saying not too many people do this. I will assess myself first before I even approach somebody. You know, like, am I tripping? You know what I mean? But that's what it is.
Right.
So, doobies, this is Be More to Do More podcast,
and we have some exciting news for you today.
Listen, we're coming up on 1 year of Be More to Do More podcast, and we really appreciate you all for rocking with our content. But listen, y'all don't want to miss this opportunity right here.
Yes, sir. We've launched an email subscription list where you'll get bonus episodes, get behind the scenes information, as well as discounts on all merchandise and events. Best part about it, it's free.
It's free. This is the chance to dive deeper into conversations you love.
Yes, sir. So hit that subscribe button right now and join our incredible community.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I had to, in case we was in the same space, because I can't, you know how people say I can't be fake?
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's just gonna spill over. Like I'm gonna be in the phone, you gonna be in the phone because I'm in the phone, and it's not gonna be a great interaction.
Right.
But I had to really check myself first, you know, before it went that way. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, don't let it get in the way, of course, of the main mission, but you still have to check your attitude. You know what I mean? Like if you're leading a team, right?
Right.
And yeah, the mission is to accomplish this goal, but feelings, I can't say forget feelings, and I can't say don't put too much, don't let it, I get what you're saying, don't let it distract you from the mission, but also grow from it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, what are causing these feelings are thoughts.
Right.
You know, so if we're going to be working in the same space, like, let's have a conversation and let's see, like you say, let's see what the root of this problem is and the root of how you feel and the mood, which are your thoughts. Maybe you perceived it this way, but again, I think we said it in the last pod, but this is not my intention.
Right.
You know, or that wasn't your intention. So let's come to that agreement. Okay, cool. We got that together. So let's continue to move forward, you know, because we probably can get even further, you know, than the original goal. So it's kind of like that type of thing for me, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think either way, right, you have to learn how to live from the inside out.
Yeah.
Versus the outside in.
Right.
Like, you can't continuously be reacting to what's going on in your surroundings.
Nah, you can't.
But you have to be more intrinsically.
Oh.
Hey, I'm out here now. Intrinsically sound.
Let's
right?
go,
and that's the part where you look at, you know, the subconscious and in the conscious mind, like, it's all about being intrinsically sound.
Now I got to look that word up. Intrinsically. What does that mean?
Just say internal.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that for the next pod. Intrinsically. Yeah, but go ahead.
Did you know? It's something Bob Proctor said, and I just like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that.
What was that?
Rest in peace to Bob Proctor. But
R.I.P.
Did you know that? All right, question for you. Put the camera on yourself.
Okay. There we go.
Do me a favor.
Okay.
Point to your mind.
You can't point to it. I mean, you know, it's just, you can't point to it.
What is it? What is your mind?
It's the center of your being.
Mm-hmm. But if you ask the average person, you develop, so it's, you know.
Yeah, it's a little different. You know? Yeah.
But if you ask the regular person, they're gonna say your brain.
That's your
right.
Yeah.
Your brain is not your mind.
Right.
And again, most people look at their results that they're getting,
right,
and they allow that to evoke a thought. So, in a sense, everything that they're looking at,
right,
they're looking in a negative way.
Oh,
You know how crazy that is? Like,
Yeah.
like your lens is everything that's like, you know how depressing that is?
it is.
To like everything that you're seeing, it's like you can't escape it.
Right.
You know, like if I'm looking at the result and I'm looking at the everything around me and that's how I'm basing my thoughts off of,
Right.
like it's extremely depressing.
Yeah.
Like even if you're a millionaire,
Right.
it's that, and that's why like people, you know, you have these, you know, I'm gonna say top performers, but you have people with a lot of money,
Right.
that are not happy, they're depressed because they're consistently looking at the things that are around them versus like looking inwards,
Right.
and like,
Yeah.
okay, what do I want,
Right. Right.
and let that be the, you know, thing that
Right.
spews out
Right.
of my thoughts and my words. And we're gonna get into that because I think you hit on it too. But like in that formula, right, on what does it look like to change your subconscious mind? But like,
Right.
we just got to figure out a way to reverse it and not look at things in a hours in.
Yeah. I even go back to I always go back to that therapy session.
Mm-hmm.
I probably have another one coming up shortly. But I had an outlook on what I call digression. She named it something else. You know what I mean? If y'all want to know what I'm talking about, y'all go back and watch that one. I guess link be somewhere here. I don't know. But anyway, I called it aggression.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it negatively. But she changed. She turned it. The thing was still there. The thing is still there. She just changed my viewpoint of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? She was like, no, that's your advocate. I'm like, dang, like it made me love myself, you know? So I think that we have to look at ourselves like that too. Like when we have a certain thought that's negatively impacting us, it's there, but we have to ask questions around that thought. Like, why did I think that? You know, where did that come from? And, you know, even with, it can be a cultural impact too.
Right.
Because, you know, like we have a lot going on or have had a lot going on in our culture, you know, that causes us to have certain viewpoints and certain thoughts.
Yeah.
Even if you feel a different way, have you ever been to a point where you may feel differently about something, but then everybody else feel the same about it? But you like, and then you're trying to be open.
Right.
Then it kind of like slowly creeps in and kind of change your perspective.
Yeah.
Like that kind of happened to me too. Like I might have a thought about, you know, like races, right? Races. But everybody in our culture is saying, well, hey, this is what it is. And I'm like, well, then everybody is racist, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, but then these thoughts just slowly creeps in. So you just got to watch what you think at all costs, man. You know? And I think that's one of the things Myron Golden said. He said, I might play a clip, I might not, I don't know. But Myron Golden, he talks a lot about this. He was mentioning that some of the stuff that we put in our minds are really negatively affecting our subconscious mind, you know.
100%.
So yeah, man. What was I going with that?
No, I mean I think you were just talking about like at the end of the day, right? Like you have to take out those negative influences, and what I would say is the results. Again, results are thoughts, right?
Right.
Here's how the normal formula is, right? Results create thoughts. Thoughts create words. Words create feelings. Feelings create actions. And actions create results, which is very similar to what
I just
you
pulled it
said
up
earlier.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. Yeah.
And what did yours say?
It's a circle. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's constantly going. It says, as you think certain thoughts, the brain produces chemicals that cause you to feel exactly what you are thinking. So if you think somebody is racist, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel like you've been discriminated against. You're going to feel victimized.
Yeah.
You know? And all dude said was, hey, can I help you? And I felt like a victim. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it says, once you feel the way you think, you begin to think the way you feel.
Right.
So your body began to memorize how you felt based upon a thought that you initially thought. So you begin to think the way you feel and feel the way you think. Like it's this ever going circle. And then it says, this continuous cycle creates a feedback loop called a state of being. But it's another one. You mind if I read it real quick? Hold on, let me go to it. I didn't want to get too far into it. Then it says, an experience creates an emotional reaction.
Okay.
And then it says, which then turns into a mood.
Right.
Then into a temperament.
Right.
And finally, a personality trait.
Dang.
Then it says, we as personality memorize our emotional reactions and literally live in the past.
What did it start at again?
It started an experience creates an emotional reaction. And it said, this is Joe Dispenza, by the way. He's a neuroscientist or a doctor or something dealing with the brain and mind and all that. He's into the waves of the brain and all that stuff. So yeah, and it says an experience creates an emotional reaction, which then turns into a mood, then into a temperament, and finally into a personal trait. And we as personalities memorize our emotional reactions and literally live in the past. What you got, bro? You got some bars coming or something? What you got?
Yo. Your personality,
yes,
is based on your experiences.
Yes.
You know how, like, your personality, like, you know how big that is just to understand that?
Right.
Again, awareness, right?
Right. Yeah. See. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
If you can change the experiences,
Bars.
you will be able to change your entire who you are, really.
Why they gotta get my reaction on this one? God.
So the question becomes.
Wait. We just found something, bro. We just so come on with it, man. Come on with it.
So the question becomes,
Yeah.
how do you create positive experiences?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
That creates a positive personality trait.
I'm excited, bro. Let's go, bro. Oh my, I got chills, man. Hey,
Let's talk about it.
If I was in church, I'd be shouting right now, bro. Man,
Let's talk about it.
golly. Okay, let's get into this. So if you want to change, we got to first change our experiences.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so simple.
Yeah. And here's the reality of it.
Let's go.
Sometimes, okay, so like when you hear, okay, I need to change my experiences, what do you think of?
The way I view the experience. That's me.
Okay.
Yeah, so my thought process around experience, because the experience is based upon how you perceive it.
Okay.
So go ahead. But that's my thought. But
Well, I would even say, I would take it a step back, right?
Right.
Do you have to physically experience something?
No, you don't. No, because it's all what was that word again?
Intrinsically. Hey,
Hey, man, my boy on one a day. Boy, hey, come on with it, man. He got the viral topics, by the way.
So-
Come on, man. Like, let's go. Come on, man.
So, basically,
Let's go. I feel like I'm at church. Come
what
on,
you need
man.
to do, instead of starting with what you see again externally, right?
Right.
Change it intrinsically, right?
Change the experience.
Your thoughts. You have to start with your thoughts.
Man, go on, bro.
And if you can figure out
Right.
what thoughts you
Right.
want to have, if you wake up in the morning,
Right.
what thoughts am I putting in my brain?
Right.
You will change your whole life.
Become a whole different
person.
A whole different state of being.
Which leads us
What?
to the lyric of the week.
What we got,
Lyric
bro?
of the week
There we go.
comes from Lil Baby,
All right, let's go.
and he says, they gonna say I've been acting different
Why?
Because I'm beyond a mental. because it's like this, right? Like,
let's go.
You got the same job,
right?
You got the same friends,
right?
You got the same everything. Like your whole routine is the same,
right?
Except for when you wake up in the morning, they be like, "Who is this person?" Like you didn't go on no trips,
right?
You didn't, you ain't met no new people, like
right.
How are you different?
We had a different experience, my boy. Hey man, I hope y'all ain't missing this, man. We may have to double back and do this. Well, I hope y'all ain't missing this, man. So if you want to change your life, change your what?
Experiences.
How you do that, man?
All right, so let me get some tangible, right?
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Because it's cute, right, to say, well, I need to change my thoughts. I need to start, my day with my thoughts. But what am I supposed to say?
Right.
Like, and there's a variety of things you can say, right?
Right.
This is my opinion. Right. Right. And again, it goes back to how we started this, right?
Right.
Your definiteness of purpose.
Let's go. Okay.
And that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you have to have it all figured out in terms of what your purpose is, where you put in this earth and all that, right? Right. But what's your next goal? Right. Or what's your big goal?
Right. Right.
And when I look at I use I use us as an example, right?
Right.
You should be saying, I am so happy and grateful now that whatever it is. Right. Right. Because and you have to realize that, like, that one statement, I'm so happy and grateful now.
Gratitude.
Experience now, like, I'm so happy and grateful now that Be More to Do More is $1 million brand. Right. And I'm seeing that 100 times a day. Right. So there's no question on everything that's fallen in place over the last few weeks, few months. Right. Duh. Yeah. Because your thoughts create actions. No, sorry. Your thoughts create words. Your words create feelings. Your feelings create actions, and actions create the results. So if my thoughts are that we're $1 million brand, let's go. It has no choice but to have the results that we're going to create $1 million brand.
So what you telling me, and we talked about this on the last pod, we know that when manifestation comes, manifestation doesn't come out of nowhere. It starts from something. Yep. So you're telling me that
ain't no Big Bang Theory.
So you telling me that Be More to Do More is $1 billion company,
$1 billion brand,
$1 billion brand. Way before it even happened, because you already experienced it. Bars. You already experienced it.
It's done.
It's already done.
And the more times I say it, the faster it comes. Gratitude. See, this thing about it, right? And this is why I'm so happy and grateful now. Right. Because gratitude is the multiplier.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is. Because... man, you finna unlock something else, bro. Man, I'm so excited right now. Bro, you finna unlock something. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right, let's keep moving.
I'm gonna let you finish, though.
Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna let you finish.
All right, because, again, I want to make sure I give it all, right? I like to give the full play, right? Or the full scope of everything, right? I just, we can get caught up in all that, but, like, it's cute, but, like, I want you to really understand what the subconscious mind is. Right. And the reality of it is the subconscious mind does not have the ability to accept or reject anything. Like, it has no control. Right. Except of what the conscious mind gives it.
What we going back to, bro?
Definition of purpose? I don't know.
Intent.
Yeah.
Intentionality.
Yeah.
Intentionality. Purpose and intentionality are the same. Intentionality. Your purpose for your life is God's purpose or intent for your life. If your intent line up with His intent and you begin to act on intentionality, in your subconscious mind, let me make the effort to speak this every day.
Mm-hmm.
Speak what I saw. Speak what I experienced every day, so I can continually to experience this.
And I'll take it a step further.
Mm-hmm.
When you intentionally speak it, you have to speak it intentionally with intensity. Because
hold on. No. Slow that down. Go ahead. Say it again. Come on. You have to what now?
you have to speak it intentionally with intensity.
Intensity. Why?
Because again, the more times you say it, the faster it comes. But if you can say that thing with some emotion behind it, because feelings. It's feelings.
Hold on.
Feelings create actions. You ever been like, man, I don't feel like doing this. And you don't do it.
Right.
I'm just not doing it.
Right. See?
Because I don't feel like doing it, because it creates the action.
See?
But if you can have some intensity.
Oh, wait.
You in there, man.
Wait.
In there like swimwear. That's what they call it. Right?
Hold on. Bro, hold on. Go back to that, though. So I don't feel like doing this, so you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
What if you do it without feeling like doing it?
Oh, man. Did we talk about it before, right? We talked about the
you may
facing the giant. No,
but
fireproof.
But see, here's the thing though. And Joe Dispenza talks about this. He called it mind body experience because your body remember this information. It remembers. Let me go back to it, man. It remembers how you feel. So when you say I don't feel like it, you're just regurgitating what your body feels.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you're intentional, see, this is the big key. This is why discipline is so important because you may not feel like it, but you have to understand this is your body.
Right.
Memorizing these feelings of doing something that you didn't necessarily like from jump.
Right.
But if you just take a step further and just do regardless of how you feel and be conscious about doing it,
it will become your personality trait.
It will become your personality trait. And bruh, let me tell you, entrepreneurship is all about this, bro, because you don't have nobody to hold you, accountable. You don't have, unless you put people in place. You don't have nobody waking you up.
Right.
You don't have, you have to be intentional about waking up and doing I don't like waking up creating content every day. That's just how I feel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go do it because I understand definite a purpose.
Yeah. Here's the hack.
Let's go, man.
Here's the hack.
What's the hack, man?
If you can do that, you almost put yourself on autopilot. Because people think that it's the conscious mind that, the conscious mind only gives, the subconscious mind is really what makes it happen.
It makes it, it becomes, yes.
And if you can, again, through those experiences, create the personality trait, that's you creating the habits that your subconscious mind will automatically go through. I don't work, and I'm telling you, man, and I don't know if this is quote unquote true, but it's been true in my world recently. I don't worry about service, like in customer service in terms of our score, I don't worry about it, because I've already built so many things that's in our method of operation.
It's a system.
It's a system. We're gonna have great service anyway
because it flows. It's a part of
our. It's our person. It's a personality trait.
Is
of our culture of our area. Period. I don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh.
We have one of the top replacement performances, probably in the world, but definitely in our group.
I
don't do anything super special.
You just put a system in.
We put the system in play. When you can lead through systems, and you have to have the feelings, you have to have the thought, you have to have all that stuff too, But what's gonna really push it is the subconscious mind or the it's crazy, but that's how you put it on autopilot, and you I don't even I was talking about earlier, right? I have podcasts that I listen to that I don't get alerted for, because it's such a part of me, in who I am, that I just automatically go there
because that's you built that into your mechanism, and it started with a thought, and it started with intentionality, and it started with your conscience, and it started with feeling until your body memorized these positive disciplines,
and it's hard to go away from it once you experience this like success and it's like positive. It's hard to get yourself to stray away from it,
man.
Because
go ahead and hit me with the quote, man. I saw it in your notes yesterday, man.
The quote,
man.
What the quote?
You do it for 21 days. What now?
Oh, it becomes a habit.
But if you do it for 90 days, it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah,
I heard that from somewhere. I don't know where I heard it.
I don't know if that was my notes, but
nah. I heard the 90-day part from somewhere. I forgot where I heard it from. But they say 21 days it becomes a habit.
Yeah,
90 days is a lifestyle.
Yeah,
so
you can't get away from it. I'm
excited, bro. Golly, bro.
So the thought that you dwell on, right? And you got to create and this is actually to all my doobies. This is a little. We're putting y'all ahead of the curve because something that's coming out very, very soon.
Yeah,
is like gonna whatever, right? So I am so happy and grateful now. If you go ahead and figure out what that is, what your definite purpose is, what your intentionality statement is, I'm so happy and grateful now that Be More to Do More is $1 billion brand. Go ahead and create that for you.
Right.
You're gonna be ahead of the curve, and just go ahead and start saying it now.
Right.
I look at network marketing. There's these people that surprise you in the sense of like how great they do.
Right.
And this, I don't remember his full story, but this dude named Jose Ardone.
Okay.
Right. He was like, I want to say he had a 4th grade education. Like he dropped out in 4th grade. He's from like Honduras or somewhere like that. And like, there's no reason why this dude should have became a millionaire.
Right.
But he like locked himself in a room. He would go out and prospect. He would get told no all the time. Like he just built it in. And this is what he said.
Right.
This is his quote.
What do you say?
And you gotta, when you hear him say, because he's he got the Hispanic kind of
the roll when they roll.
It sounds really good. It's like, I think the way I want to think, I feel the way I want to feel, and I work like crazy.
Oh, I think. See,
it starts with a thought, and I work like crazy. So he has no choice, but the actions to line up with what he thought.
Man. I'm trying to slow down, bro.
Thoughts create feelings. Feelings create actions. Actions create results.
Man, I wanna I got a scripture, man. Scripture of the week. So the Bible here has been talking about this forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we now have people who can break this stuff down, who are, neuroscientists and stuff like that. So in order to break this, we have to have different thoughts, and those thoughts create different experience. The Bible says that, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing, meaning renovation, gut out to, demo. The renewing of your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. In order to change, in order to grow, first we have to check our thoughts, because these thoughts are creating certain ideologies and creating certain experiences that are negatively impacting us. And the thing is, it may not even be happening that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we think certain things to the point where it can cause us to have high blood pressure. You know what I mean? A palpitation of heart but that's what anxiety is.
Right.
These things are happening in your mind, but they're not happening in real life. But because they're happening in your mind, they're happening to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's harming you.
Yeah.
So we got to get into a habit of
Something that's not even real.
Something that's not even real. We have.
You're having a physical response to something that's not even real.
It's manifesting. And see, manifestation works both ways.
It's all connected.
If you want something negative to happen to you, then you think negative thoughts with negative experience.
Right.
But if you want to pursue your purpose and continue to walk after Christ, then you have to have these positive experience, and that's led by thoughts.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
Boom.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about. So people should be saying you brand new.
Brand new.
If you listen to this podcast right now and let's call it 3 weeks. Give yourself 21 days.
21 days.
Or maybe 90 days.
No, 21 then 90. So
21 then
original
90.
Goal. So 21 becomes a habit.
You're right.
But keep going for 90.
In 90 days, if your friends don't say like something different with you, if they ain't quoting Lil Baby, right? If you ain't beyond their mental, then you missed.
Like, what you doing, man? You missed. You brand new. I think we should do a challenge, bro.
Ooh.
You know, when we get our journals to come out, man, we should do a challenge. Like, what are we gonna do in 21 days? What are we gonna do in 90 days?
Yeah.
Where do we want to be? Like, challenge. That'd be dope.
Okay.
That'd be dope, right?
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be dope, man. But yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's all I got,
bro,
man.
I'm hyped, bro. God, leave, man. I don't even want to leave. I just want to
just go out and do some work now.
Yeah,
go work like crazy, like Jose was on stage.
I feel how I feel. I think how I think. That's what he said.
Yeah, something like that.
I think how I think. I feel how I feel.
Yeah, I think the way I want to think. I feel the way I want to feel.
Right.
And I work like crazy.
Right. See, if y'all got to listen to that. I think the way I want to think. I feel the way I want to feel. So if you don't want to feel the way you're feeling, don't feel that way. Mm-hmm. Find new ways to think. See, we got to go, but I want this to be our prayer. You know, Lord, help me with new experiences, change my thoughts, give me new thought patterns. You know what I mean? Help me create new experiences in my mind and in my heart, so that we can change. That's what I want you guys to pray.
Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Well, it's always good to have a reverend on this podcast, but he just get it to you like that.
I mean, that's where I'm gonna go. If I feel like I'm thinking negatively, I'm gonna pray, Lord, give me new ways of thinking. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's where I'm going. I don't know where y'all going, but that's where I'm going. It might be more to do more. It might be other podcasts, but that's where I'm going, man.
Cool.
But all right, man. Y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe to this information. Hit the bell, man.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell, man. Let's get this information out of here, man. And comment. What y'all feel about today's episode, man? I'm on fire, man. I'm gonna leave, man. What y'all feel about this, man? But y'all comment, share. Let's get this thing out of here. And we out, man.
All right. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about him. Going hard for the game, showing love, don't tolerate.